tuned into We Talk Radio Network. We Talk Radio.
Hey. All right, welcome back. It's your girl, KiaD, holding it down for We Talk Radio Network, and super excited to be here this evening. This is the KiaDUnplugged show. Y'all know I'm always playing around with microphones and all that good stuff, and that wasn't working tonight. But this one is. All right. I'm super excited. We've got hot topics tonight. This for those of you that it's your first time here. Welcome to the KiaDUnplugged show. We've got some amazing things in store for you tonight, so we don't want you to miss out on a thing. A prosecutor in the northern Italian province of Bolzano has opened an investigation after one man died and several others landed in intensive care after they reportedly attended a COVID party to try to get sick. Okay, right. They did. This is a party to intentionally get sick. I'm definitely speechless about it, but it happened. The trend has actually taken hold in northern Italy, where people don't want to get vaccinated. People who don't want to get vaccinated are trying to get the COVID to acquire what's called a green pass to work. They can also use it to go inside bars and restaurants, and they can use it to ride public transportation. In Italy, proof of recovery is sufficient to get the pass for 6 months. Now, the parties are primarily being held in the German-speaking region of South Tyrol, and that's along the border of Austria, okay? And it has the highest cases and numbers of COVID vaccine rates in all of Europe, okay? Now, the region is set to become a yellow zone in Italy, according to the local health coordinator, Mr. Patrick Franzoni. According to him, he said there are young people, even of school age, who meet with positives and try to acquire the infection, not realizing that the virus is also dangerous in children and in young people. He actually said that on a radio show. He said that there are long-term consequences, and even the less elderly can end up in the hospital. Now, at the parties, the infected mingle, kiss, and hug the unvaccinated in order to spread the virus, according to reports. Adding the infected person could face criminal charges for knowingly spreading the virus during a state of emergency, which Italy is under because of a pandemic. According to the initial investigation, some of the parties are being held in outdoor areas or of bars, which are accessible without a green pass. There, an infected person will drink of a glass or a bottle of beer and pass it around to try and spread the virus. Other events are actually being held in private homes. In one case, the infected person was bedridden, and the guests are said to have gathered around the sick bed to try and breathe in the fire. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. These party goers should be ashamed of themselves trying to get the virus. I got to know how y'all feel about that. You know, how do you feel about people actually trying to get the virus? You got people on ventilators right now, people in a coma right now with COVID-19 that won't wake up the next day, people that are on life support right now, young and old, and may not live till tomorrow, knock on wood and praying otherwise, of course. I want to know how y'all feel. So did you guys hear about the Waukesha Christmas parade? There were a group, literally the parade was happening. The parade was just moving and going. People were having fun, and then all of a sudden, boom, a SUV, just kind of drove right through the parade. And at this point, at least 5 people and dozens of others actually have been injured. And this is actually in Waukesha, Wisconsin. And it's just really a tragic story. You know, they have reports from a father who actually was onlooking. His daughter and her dance troupe were in the parade. Some of the dance troupe members were hit. His daughter and wife were not. They were inches away from being hit, according to parade goers. They reportedly heard the screeching of the tires. They heard screaming and they heard thuds. And then all of a sudden, you know, you could just see blood everywhere. One lady said she was actually holding a lady who was holding her baby, her daughter, not her baby. She was holding her daughter. Her daughter had actually had blood coming out of her ears, and she was sneezing. I mean, it was just a crazy scene. I couldn't even imagine. And everybody's just asking for prayer right now. So I'm going to actually get more details. And according to newer reports, they're saying 40 people, at least more than 40 people have been injured because of that fast-moving SUV that drove through that holiday parade. So, again, this happened in Waukesha, Wisconsin. So if you're wanting to find out exactly what happened with that, you can go online and just type up SUV rolls through a parade. It was just absolutely sickening. So for those of you who don't remember, Amber Geiger actually was convicted of killing Botham Jean here in Dallas, Texas, back in, man, it seemed like it wasn't that long ago, but it was in 2018. It was a fatal shooting of Botham Jean. He was a 26-year-old accountant. He was innocently sitting in his fourth-floor apartment eating a bowl of ice cream when Amber Geiger, the then officer, she was a police officer at the time, came into his home and shot him dead. She claimed that she thought it was her apartment, so on and so forth. Well, she was convicted. So we're going to talk about the appeal, because she actually has appealed it. She's appealed it twice. And at this point, the second appeal has been denied for the second time. In 3 months, the judge upholds her sentence for Botham Jean slaying. Yes, he did. The former Dallas police officer was convicted of killing him in his home and has been denied yet again the right to an appeal. She has a right to an appeal, but she ain't getting one because it's been denied. The first appeal of her conviction was made and rejected this past August.